tip-off goes to Denver. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. They've got Anthony. He's out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Lever in at the 1. Now here's Anthony. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Here's Lever. It's deflected. Pass to Bird. Puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Lever passes to Jokic. Down low. And Jokic throws it down.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Bird. And the Celtics another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's English. Count it.
Hey, if you give him room... He's gonna score the ball.
Here's Havlicek. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Anthony outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Pierce.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Havlicek. Nice ball movement by Boston. And stolen by Jokic. Anthony outside. Pass to Lever. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Pierce. Here's Cowens, covered by Jokic. Off the left rim and out. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Nuggets. They trail by 3, and they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Nuggets making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Celtics. Knocks it loose. Kuzi, pass to McHale. Here's Kuzi. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now a timeout called by Denver.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Thompson outside.
Celtics foul. John Havlicek. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor from the Celtics. Number 20.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And again, it's Denver missing. Boston leading by 3. Here's Bird. He has 6. Three-pointer. On target from range. Bird's got 9.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Pass to English. Now here's Anthony. Jokic the screen. That one rolls around and rims out.
But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
McHale. That one falls.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And here's Anthony. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes. Anthony's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Bird. And again, Boston with the triple.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Cowens. To the inside. Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Jokic. And that... That one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Boston leading by 9. Pass to Bird. Here's Sharman. Shot from the top of the key. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
On the wing, Anthony from behind the arc. Connects from downtown. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
He drops it from range.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Iverson passes to Anthony. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 9.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Got it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics out in front. Up by 12. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. They've got Thompson, and it's Abdul Rauf in at the point. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Mutombo. From outside, off the mark. Celtics lead by 15. Here's Tatum. There's the drive. Yep, count it.
Looking like a runaway freight train, Tatum taking it to the rack with a purpose.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Nuggets. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Abdul Rauf. Fires in the triple.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Here's Kuzi. He's got 5. And first time out of the game called for Boston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you, Brian.
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
To the right side. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Tatum. Shoots from 12. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Off contact, but just a beautiful shot by Tatum. He's added so much strength through the years.
Thompson scanning the floor. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Bird. 12 points for him. For 3, Allen. Issel with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. And Denver making a change here. Anthony's checked in.
Number 15.
Lever passes to Issel. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Issel's got 4 points this quarter.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 16.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Thompson outside. Pass to Lever. Here's Issel. 6 on the shot clock. Lever can't get it to go. Boston leading by 16. Here's Garnett. Basket counts.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Anthony, the pass to Issel. And here's Anthony, hounded by Tatum. And it's in there. Anthony's got 11 points.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
gone 5 for 7 shooting. To the left side wing. Bird, that's good. 15 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
There's a minute 34 left in the half. Here's Bird. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Celtic foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Lever. No made baskets yet. A minute 9 left to play in the second quarter. And the basket by Jokic.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Pierce. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 19.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Jokic the screen. Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebound, Boston. From deep three-point land. And it's Bird missing. Nuggets trail by 19. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 2 points. That one goes.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Here's Bird. And Boston again with the bucket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Lever. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. 8 seconds left in the first half. With 4 on the clock. Again, Boston.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
No good on the shot. And so it's Boston up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their point. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Celtics lead by 19. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Parrish in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Bird. Out left to the wing. Here's Garnett. Nice ball movement by Boston. From the arc. Drills it from deep. Pierce has got 5 points.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Anthony outside. Oh, they pick off the pass. And Boston pushing it up now. It's stolen. English passes to Lever. To the paint. And that one, good. He's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for. He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.